What's up, guys? Welcome back to Whetto's World. It's your boy Whetto. We're going to do things a little different this time. We're going to do a meeting, basically visual type representation through Zoom. I got my man Josh on here with us. He's representing Lone Wolf Dynasty, and we're going to kick ass and we're going to let it ride. So, my man, if you want to introduce yourself, let them know who you are, and then we'll go from there.
What's going on, guys? My name is Josh. I'm 24. I'm actually based out of Las Cruces, New Mexico as well. I'm currently living in Texas right now. Don't ask me what I'm doing over here because that's confidential.
Hey.
But yeah, man. I mean, I am, like he said, I am owner and CEO, founder of Lone Wolf Dynasty Clothing.
Hell yeah.
I'm also based out of Las Cruces, so I'm just happy to be here today and being able to do this with you guys.
Hell yeah, man. Glad to have you on. And what we're going to do real quick is we're going to hit you guys with a quick commercial break. And as soon as we get back, we're going to dive right back into it. So, right back. All right, cool. All right, guys, welcome back. All right, so I'm here with my man Josh and with Lone Wolf Dynasty. So let's figure out what's going on. So my man has already told us that he's right now currently living in Texas, holding it down. So what's going on with Lone Wolf Dynasty, man? Where did this come from?
Honestly, man, it took off out of nowhere. This is my second clothing brand. The first clothing brand I started back in 2014 when I was in high school still. It was actually my mom's idea for me to start a clothing brand.
Okay.
I remember walking into Zoomies one day and we were looking for school clothes. And, she was just like, why don't you, since you're having a hard time finding clothes that you like and you don't want, why don't you start your own brand, make your own t-shirts, so that way when you go to school, when you go do to your classes, you don't have to worry about having the same clothes as everybody else.
Right.
So Beyond the Clouds took off from there, and everybody that has followed me since high school knows what it is. I still have stickers that I gave all my classmates that are still posted in the classrooms back in school.
So you said it was Beyond the Clouds?
Yeah.
Where did that come from? Like, what was the idea behind that?
That was just pretty much, everybody was always saying, like, that nobody has like a limit. Like, the sky's the limit, so why not take it farther than that?
Okay.
So it was just something beyond what you were able to see. So again, it was a little bit more of that positive feeling, but then, at the time it kind of was just something that it was just thrown together.
Yeah.
But of course, my first brand, we put a couple t-shirts together and it never really went anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't, I guess, as invested with that brand. So we kind of took a break. I ended up coming across these three words put together. I've always found myself to be kind of just that lone wolf that never really wanted to be a part of anything. I was always kind of like the outsider when it came to a lot of stuff.
Okay.
And then Dynasty coming from the fact that I was born in Japan. So that kind of took that kind of added a little twist at the end. Because everybody's like, well, you got the Shang Dynasty or all that kind of stuff going back into like, the Asian culture. So I wanted to throw that on there as well. So it's pretty much just my whole, just who I am.
Yeah.
Every part of my background, anything, that has to do with who I am, I throw it into the name.
That's crazy, bro. I've known you for like 6-7 years, maybe. I did not know you were born out there. Like, that's crazy to know that. That's cool though that you took that and you got all the inspiration from everything in the Chinese dynasties and stuff like that, or Japan. Was it Japan?
Yeah. Yeah.
So Japan, everything like that. Like, bro, they have huge legacies for great warriors and stuff like that. So that's crazy to see that. I really didn't know that. So that's cool, man. So you talk about your mom, helped you kind of launch into things to see that since you didn't have anything that you really liked. And then from there, you kind of blossomed into like the Lone Wolf Dynasty, like you said. So what are you doing now with it? Like, how are you trying to separate yourself and be that lone wolf to bring in others into the pack? What are you trying to do?
As of right now, it started with me being able to, because I started the brand 3 years ago.
Okay.
So 2017 was the birth year. And again, it was just a lot of promo, a lot of getting stuff together, making some kind of, sound for it.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't really know how to execute. So now it's a lot more of being able to execute when you're given the opportunity to. And I feel like, everybody wants to talk down about what we're going through right now with the whole, the lockdowns and all that stuff that we're having.
Yeah.
I felt like this for me was a lot more of that creative outlook that I needed, because I had a creative block for such a long time.
Yeah.
That this whole thing, taking a break and just being able to get my thoughts together and put everything that we're doing right now into motion has just turned it into just this big old movement that I honestly didn't think was going to be as big as it is now. You always have like these goals that you're set in your head, but you never actually think they're going to happen. And all of a sudden it's like you got this big old following, you got all these people that are behind you, and I'm just trying to do what I can as far as making sure that, we stay. My mindset's always been positivity. So you got to stay with that positive mindset. And I feel like with me throwing that into every design, every piece that we put together, that separates who we are to a lot of other brands. You know what I mean? So I live through my brand. I put nothing but positivity and, creativeness and just a lot of stuff into everything that we've designed. Everything that I design goes through at like a cycle where if it doesn't meet these requirements, then I just trash it, or I put it to the side until I can figure out how to make it a complete piece, and then we go from there.
Now you're saving all that stuff, right? And like the recycle bins, that way you can kind of push it all back. Okay, cool. So
brother, I have like a full-on book of stuff that I've designed that is not ready to meet production yet, just because I feel like there's still a piece missing. There's still something that I can add to it, take away, just to make sure that it still has that feel that I'm trying to bring across to everybody.
Right. Man, I know when I was creating Desert up here, man, that took so long as far as like critiquing myself and like beating myself up over it. So I could only imagine, the kind of stuff you do as far as like trying to style yourself in your own aspect, have your own, because the lone wolf thing, I'm sure that probably wasn't very easy to see that a lot of other people kind of do the lone wolf thing, especially with like the hangover and stuff. So you like to be able to style yourself separately, like you have like the scratch style, and then you had the split with the wolf and the rhino shirt that's been dropping out. That shit's crazy cool. I wear that shirt all the time and get compliments all the time, man. So thank you for that. Now that one's pretty personal to you, yeah?
That piece is, that one's the most personal piece I've actually ever designed.
And that was like your relaunch project, right? With it?
That was the first piece after 3 years of coming out with the brand and actually having a piece to release to the public, because of course I had stuff printed for myself,
right?
Like the one that I'm wearing right now. Just exclusive stuff to kind of have for, yourself, because of course, that you want to have something before anybody else to kind of get them excited to ask questions.
Right.
But this piece for me, it was more, if I'm going to have this for myself, everybody needs to enjoy it. I felt like everybody needed to connect with this piece, or they would connect with this piece on a more personal level if I gave a backstory for it.
And obviously you represent the wolf in that. Now, what is the rhino representation?
The rhino is actually my dad. Rest in peace to my man. He passed away, but it was more of a tribute piece. Growing up, he's a big dude, always known as the Rhino. That was his nickname.
Okay.
But the thing that people didn't know about him was that when he was at work, he was the Rhino. When he was at home, he was the teddy bear. So it kind of just threw like that little mix in there. And then of course, the Dynasty continues was his legacy being passed down to me.
Right. And
now that he's not here, I get to carry that and continue to push it forward and continue to move with what he was about, and that's positivity and love for your family. Right. So that's another thing where the Dynasty came from, because as a whole, I feel like we're all part of that.
Most definitely.
You know what I mean? So
That's what's up, man. That's dope. So with that, then I know you got the Rhino shirt just dropped, and you just dropped some kick-ass hats like the one you got on. I've seen the red one as well, and then you had one other one too, correct? The
Yeah, I
fake
had a
one.
black one.
Yeah, man, that's dope. So what? How are you selling those? Are you just pop trunk hustling? Do you have anything online? Are you? Because I have you on Instagram too. So
As of right now, the website is still being worked on.
okay,
I am a perfectionist, so if the website's not looking the way I want it to look, or it's not,
I know that
set
feeling.
up, designed, or anything like that the way I want it to look, I'm not going to launch it yet.
Okay.
I'm still working on the whole payment process and trying to make sure that everybody has like a chance, like the same amount of shipping and all that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So everything's going to be taken care of on that end. But as of right now, I'm doing Instagram posts. So I'm posting every day. So that way, whoever doesn't see it has a chance to see it the next day. All payments are done through Cash App, all that kind of good stuff. So that way they're taken care of on there. Once payment is locked in, their hats get bagged up, packaged up. And tomorrow I'm actually going to the post office to ship out the first shipment of hats.
Hell yeah.
We already sold out of the red one. You saw the red
Yeah,
one.
yeah, that's
The
quick,
red one
man.
sold out within 15 minutes.
Hell yeah, dude. That's you have to build up the hype to it in order to drop it, and it moves like that. That's especially with everything going on right now, COVID and everything's kind of topsy turvy with how you market stuff, and it can be a gift or it can be a curse, but it depends on how you utilize your tools like social media, and like you have a following, like you said from the beginning of Above the Clouds, so or Beyond the Clouds, sorry. So yeah, that's fucking dope that you know how to utilize what you got. I would say though, don't beat yourself up, man. Launch that damn website and let it rock. So that way it's out there and you can critique it as you go. Like I said, for myself, I beat myself over this logo forever, and then as soon as I dropped it, people loved it. So it wasn't. You never really know. And then I look at it all the time and I'm like, I could change that, but it's just throw it out there. Sometimes even if you're not ready, man, you got to jump. But it's dope to see where you're at with it and how far you've come along with it. So, I hope nothing but the best for you in that. But with that, folks, we're gonna stop off real quick. We're gonna hit you with a quick ad break, and then we're gonna dive right back into this man and what he's got going on. All right, guys, welcome back. So we're here with my man Josh and Lone Wolf Dynasty. This man's been through the mud, helping himself out, pulling himself into good situations, using social media to his advantage. How are you boosting everything from your phone or your computer? Like, what's your overall game plan with that?
Man, I'm just trying to reach as many people as possible, trying to get that whole connection, just building connections with people, doing a lot of, just going through people and just trying to build a team, I guess. Trying to build myself with a bunch of people, good people around me to help market. I feel like, the more people you have standing behind you to help you out, the more you can reach other people, because of course we all have friends of friends, and at some point there's somebody that I don't know that you may know.
Right.
So it's just word of mouth, and then going from there, just having those extra people help you post. I've had a bunch of friends from New York, Michigan, Washington, California. My brother's probably the number one person that reposts everything for me.
Hell yeah.
So everything that I post, it could be something dumb, and he goes ahead and just reposts it, just so that way people can see what's going on, because he has a whole nother following over there, and just trying to build up on my own, is sometimes not enough. So you always have to be able to accept help when you need it.
Especially
and that's always been my issue. I don't like accepting help from anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the prideful part of me,
right.
So being able to take that step back and just allowing people to help you where you see fit, that's what's been helping a lot. So okay. I've been able to. I'm still trying to build the Instagram, of course. Congratulations, by the way, for you hitting a big old milestone with your page as well.
Hey, thank you. Just cracked 1,000. Hey,
yeah.
It's a trip, man. The whole social media game and everything involved in it right now is too, like, there's too much out there not to take advantage of the resources. especially considering everyone's at home on their phone. You know what I mean? So you got to figure out how to dive into them. Now, on my side, I'm doing like giveaways. You know, I do like question of the day, and then I'll do like a giveaway a week or something like that. Or is that something you've considered doing with some of your new merchandise?
I've considered doing it. I definitely have. Me personally, I'm just trying to have enough product right now because, of course, you know, when I first started, I was doing this out of pocket,
Right.
and I still somewhat am.
Okay.
I'm trying to build that profit margin to where I'm able to do stuff to where I can give it away without having to think, oh, well, you know, I'm not going to be able to make this money back.
Right.
Because it all comes down to a business aspect at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So if I know I can't do it physically with my merchandise, I'm not going to be able to do it at all. So, you know, right now I am thinking I am going to be doing a giveaway for the new release. We're actually going to be dropping our fall 2020 collection on my birthday. So September 29th, we're going to be working on a brand new drop. So I'm going to be doing a giveaway for that particular thing.
That's what's up, man. So happy birthday to that then. And then you have a whole new lineup of stuff you're dropping on that point? Or is it just like a collection of different?
It's going to be a full-on collection looking at 4 pieces.
Nice.
As far as shirts go, it's going to be 2 hoodies and 2 shirts.
Nice.
I'm not too sure if we're going to do long sleeves or short sleeves yet because I know there's still a lot of people like myself that like to wear short sleeves during the wintertime.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to still figure that out. And then we are going to be releasing a set of beanies. So beanies are going to be coming as well. That's going to be a full-on drop. So we're looking at doing seasonal. So there'll be a drop in fall and then another one in the wintertime. So we're looking at about November, December for that one.
Nice. Christmas time, get everybody boosted on that. That'll be dope, man. Now, I think since I've known you, both of us have we worked in the mall regardless. And then I think at that point I was working at PacSun and you were at Foot Locker, I think at that point. Foot Locker, one of them.
Yeah.
Always known you to be a sneakerhead. You probably have a pair of Jordans on right now, if I were to make a guess, but
no, I actually don't.
Oh, what? No, so that's first. I know you always have the latest and greatest stuff. I see, you know, you're always up there with the hype beast type stuff. Do you coordinate your shoes with like how you're designing your merchandise? Is that something you're looking into?
I try to. There's a lot of brands that do that already. So I'm trying to figure out ways to do it differently because I've never been one to take somebody's idea and then run with it as my own. So I've been trying to definitely come up with a way to match them together.
Yeah.
Because you said, you know, sneakers has always been a big part of my outfit statement. Like I always have something on. But the way I figured it right now is there are way too many shoes that are coming out every weekend.
Yeah, one after.
So for me to try and come up with a brand new idea that goes with one shoe this weekend, but then another shoe next weekend, it's turned into something more of a headache. So I'm trying to maybe just pick out like one or two, maybe 3 to just shoes per year, and then just have something ready for each one. I've definitely thought about that. That's in the talks as well right now. So that might be a little teaser for next year, 2021.
Hey, there you go.
Might be something that, you know, I've already gotten down, but y'all will never know until it actually happens.
Hell yeah. I mean, you got to keep some things under wrap, but it's cool that you already see the future vision. So you already have a game plan put in motion. So you're doing everything that I can understand in the correct steps in order to make it work best, obviously. So with that, man, you know, a big question that I always have a lot of my guests on here talk about is, you know, how and what does Do What I Want represent in your hustle? So speak on that. What do you think, man?
Honestly, man, doing what I want is just having that creative freedom, and nobody telling you that you can't do something with this design or you can't do something with this piece.
Right.
Doing what I want is literally just what I want to do. This is my brand. This is my company. I'm going to run it how I see fit. And if I think that we should try it, if I failed, then I failed, but I can't say I never tried to do it.
Right.
So, you know, like I said, with the hats and everything like that, I didn't think they were going to sell. And since they did, then I'm learning from it, still learning what I could have done better for them, and just figuring out from there. But at the end of the day, you do what you have to do to get it going. And for me, do what I want is just another positive way of looking at how you can change your life overnight. And this brand is honestly, both of our brands is honestly a symbol for that.
Most definitely, man. There's a lot of different avenues you can take with doing what you want to do. There's repercussions to both sides, but it's always good to try to take the positive side of it and then boost it into something bigger. Or like the lone wolf thing. Yeah, you could be a little grizzly ass crazy wolf, or you could start your own pack by being a lone wolf. You know what I mean? So that's cool, man. I applaud you for the hustle, for continuously staying with it. It's not easy. I know it's not. And to take a risk like that it's fucking scary. And anybody that says it's not, they're full of shit. Like, you have no idea if it's actually going to work. You know what I mean? And you could have put that money towards rent. You could have paid bills a couple extra months ahead of time. But you see a vision, you attack it, and now look at you, man. You got a following. Everybody's just like, I'm assuming I'm not the only one waiting for the next drop, because I already have my unlocked. So, you know what I mean? I'm waiting for that next one. But, my man, like I said, congratulations, dude. That's fucking dope. And keep it pushing. Let everybody know.
I appreciate it. I mean, I'm like, just trying to make sure all this stuff is, taken care of and everything's what it needs to be. And, like you said, just trying to make sure everything goes from that even if it's a negative thing, we turn it into a positive, because a lot of the time we never really know what we're going to do. Some of us want to give up before we get to that next level.
Right. Well, let everybody know too, man, where they can reach you at, all your social media stuff, website stuff, everything. Drop all your names, man. Let them know.
If you guys want to go ahead, follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on my personal Instagram at wolf.1995. That's WLOFFE.1995. Follow the brand, get updated on all the latest drop, all the giveaway stuff that is going to be coming soon.
Hey.
Y'all can follow that at LWD_2017. Y'all can go ahead and follow me there. We have a Facebook page as well, just Lone Wolf Dynasty. Y'all type that into the top and it'll pop up one of our logos. And the website will be up soon. I'll post all that stuff on there as well. I'm taking Whetto's advice and gonna go ahead and just say, you know what, fuck it, just drop that shit.
Let it ride, see what happens. I guarantee as soon as you launch that out, people are still gonna click on it, even if it doesn't have, all the bells and whistles. Shit, I know a lot of people that buy the base model of cars, bro. So
yeah, and then go from there. And then I also do have my own YouTube channel. I make videos following the design process, my daily life process, sneaker reviews, all that good stuff. Just Josh Lopez in the YouTube bar, and I'll be like the fourth person in there. Okay. I've done the research. Every time you type in my name, it's literally just the fourth person down.
Okay, cool. Well, hell yeah, man. I appreciate you being on Whetto's World with me. The Skype thing was a different aspect, but hell, we made it work, and I'm glad you got to outreach and let everybody know what's going on with you, man. So to that, brother, cheers to your success, and I hope nothing but the best for you, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate it. Thank you for having me on here. I know it's a little bit different. I was going to be there in person, but, of course, schedules and stuff like that never match up, especially with everything going on right now. Yeah. So, but, again, I appreciate having you having me on here. Congratulations on all the success that you're having as well.
Thank you.
With the store, everything like that. Amazing first month that I've seen. Man. So
we'll have you in the shop, and we'll do another. We'll do a retake, or not a retake, but like a second edition, and see, where everything's grown, and then shit, who knows? We might even be able to put you in here too. So we'll make it work, man.
If you guys want to see a collab between me and Whetto, let us know, man. That'd be something crazy.
In the comments, drop them wolves. Let us know, man. For real, I'm all about it. Let's make it work, bro. But with that, brother, I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Hey, brother. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it, bro.
Hell yeah.